Hey guys, welcome back to Ray's Create Cards. This is Ray Henderson out of Morristown, Tennessee. And yeah, it's been a hot minute. Guys, I don't know how retired people do it because I don't know how I'm doing it. I am busier now than when I worked full time, and my apologies for not being consistent with videos. I'm so sorry, and I'm not going to stand here and promise you that I will be consistent in the future, because God may have other plans. So, I've been getting involved in more things, and that brings in more distractions. And so, it's all good. But I have been getting some goodies, and I'm going to say I probably got this set about 3 weeks ago, and I haven't even had a chance to play with it yet. So, this is by Honeybee Stamps. It is called Perfect Day. There's not only the wonderful stamp set. Do you see some of these greetings to a lifetime of love and happiness, to heaven to hold from this day forward? There is a banner die, and there are sentiments that fit in there. Congratulations, the perfect day, the wedding day, happy couple, just married, on your day, I do, Mr. and Mrs. There's just so many wonderful, wonderful sentiments in the set. Now, there are matching dies that will cut out each of the sentiments and the banner and the floral swag. And if that wasn't enough, there are some matching stencils, and I just dropped one. It's a 5 stencil set, but one of them is a mask. I don't know how well you can see this, that you can lay over the entire image. And if you want to ink blend a background color, you absolutely could do that. And that is something I want to try, but I'm not going to be trying that today. So we're just going to be using the other 4 layers. And let me attempt to get this lined up evenly where I have about the same amount of space on top and bottom, side to side. I'm not going to be die cutting it, and I want to make real sure that I have this tilted so that I'm not off center with the floral swag that is on the top. And I'm going to do traditional pinks and greens. I'm going to be using my Distress Oxide ink, and my first color is going to be Kitsch Flamingo, and it's going to fill in the larger of the flowers that are here on top. Let me bring in my Simon Says stamp. That will help hold that in place. And just to make sure that I don't have residue of a darker pink, I have already... Oh, wait a minute. I don't want to do this first, do I? No, I don't. All right, wait, back up. We're going to do something else first. My bad. Before doing this video, I have 2 of these sticky mats. This is the one that I keep in my Misti. And I took it out because I couldn't find the other one. My craft room is once again in disarray. It is in disarray because I am cutting card kits and doing PDFs and all the things for a card class this Saturday. And I'm so excited, and I'm so looking forward to it. Got quite a few coming. First, what I want to do, I'm going to lay this in here on that sticky mat. And I guess it doesn't matter, but I did go ahead and pre-treat it with the Rabbit Hole Designs powder tool. So whatever kind of anti-static powder you want to use, it's going to be great. We're going to take this floral swag. And once again, I'm juggling things today, so just overlook this crazy old lady. Oh, my heavens. Now, let me make sure. I want to leave enough room at the bottom for that banner So I'm going to sketch this up just a little bit. Again, trying to make sure that I'm completely within the confines of this 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 piece of accent opaque cardstock. And just making sure that I'm in where I need to be. I need to tilt that, it looks like, just a bit. Now it looks more even. Well, it did till I touched it. It looks more even down there at the bottom. It does. Okay, let's see how I'm looking here. I'm looking at my little lines. And that looks pretty good. I'm going to get my Versamark. And I'm going to ink it up. And I don't know if I'm OCD, but you know the old saying, 3 times the charm? I generally will try to do this 3 times, and that will just make sure that I have got a good amount of ink, just in case I didn't push as hard enough on one part of the stamp as I did the other, because even in person, sometimes it is hard to see if you have got good Versamark coverage. I see some, but there's a lot of it I'm not seeing. So we're going to go again. And on this 3rd time, I am really going to give moderate pressure, just to make sure we're getting everything filled in. I'm not up here. See, I may not be pushing at the right angle with my Versamark up there in that foliage, so I am going to do it one more time. I thought 3 times would be great, but I was not doing it right. Now let's see if we can't get good coverage. That's still not real good on top. I'm not seeing it as crisp and confined on the lines as I would like to. And I wonder, could my pad be starting to get dry? Now that's a possibility, because it has been some time since I have re-inked my Versamark. But I think that may be good. I'm not sure at the angle of the camera and the way my lighting is, if you can kind of sort of see that. And then I'm going to bring in my Simon Says Ultra Fine Gold. And we are going to get ready to heat emboss this in gold. And so far, that's looking pretty good. So far, I'm trying so hard not to get this everywhere. I sure don't want to get it on my sticky mat. That would be horrible, because that can be kind of hard to clean off. And I need my sticky mat here in a minute for heat embossing, for blending them with the stencil. That looks like I've gotten pretty good coverage. I'm just going to blow a little bit off camera. And I see a little bit of powder right there. I'm looking. And I'm going to take a small brush. And because I'm right-handed, let me get the brush in my right hand. Take this out. Now that's gone. Maybe a tiny bit right there. But I hope everybody has been doing well. Y'all have been in my thoughts. You've been in my heart. And just hope everything is going well. I think we're all rejoicing over the fact that we have spring finally. I think there were like 3, maybe 4 different times we thought we had a good spring going, and then it would turn winter again. All right, let me cover up my Versamark. And let me cover up my Kitsch Flamingo for the moment. I'm going to get my old tweezers. These are the ones I like to use when I'm doing stuff like this, because they've been well loved. They're stained, they're chipped, but they still work really good. And make sure I'm still in camera. We'll get this preheating and Get ready to heat emboss this. Let me see if it's ready. I'm going to try to hold this so you can see the magic happen. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it or not. So I'm going down this way. I have to be able to see it too, guys, so I don't burn it by overheating in one spot. Make sure I've got all of that. And yeah, you're probably not going to be able to see it change on camera, and I'm sorry. This never gets old, does it? It doesn't for me. And if I have not fixed my volume controls to where the heat gun was at a minimum, I apologize. I don't have it all. I missed these leaves right here. Don't have it all. Now we're getting it. I'd hate to go to all this work and find out that something wasn't done right and I mess it up. There we go. Alright. Yep, I missed a little spot right there. Look at that. Okay. Nope, and I still missed some on the leaves. My goodness. Okay, I'm going to try to kind of hold it over here out of your earshot just in case. Just in case. Okay, let me check this again. All right, I think I'm good. I think I'm good. The very, very tip at the bottom on the right-hand side, that very, very tip. Like a big dot. Got it. All right. And maybe it's because I'm on camera. I don't know. Normally, I don't have this much of an issue. Okay, so I'm going to take this out. I'm going to take out my sticky mat until I figure out what I did with the other one. And I'm wondering if I may have taken it to the last class and never unpacked it from coming home. I usually take every container. I take one at a time. I put away the stamps. I put away the ink pads. You know, all the things one at a time. Okay, so there we go. Now we can get started with the stencils. And I don't know how well you can see, but there it's going to do the flowers on the top. And I'm going to try really hard not to get my head in the camera. I did brush my hair this morning. I did. I brushed my hair. I'm just looking to make sure that I'm good. That looks really good. Now, I love the fact that honeybee stencils are clear. However, depending on your lighting, I want to mash this down. I don't want that to move when I get started. Depending on your lighting, you know, the ability of your eyesight, etc., etc. Let me keep this turned over. That's Kitsch Flamingo of my Distress Oxide. I'm slowly getting more colors, y'all. And I'm very happy about that. And let's go one way and then the other. Okay. I'm looking. I don't mind there being tonality differences, light and dark areas. That doesn't bother me at all. And I don't think there was anything else that one filled in. Okay. Peel this up very carefully. And because this is Distress Oxide, the staining will be minimal. And for right now, I'm going to put it to the side. I'm not going to wait and have you watch me clean it on screen. Now, and do bear in mind, there are going to be some delicate areas in these stencils. So just be mindful of that. But man, $9? Really? That is awesome. All right, on this one, I don't have it quite right. Don't have it quite right. So it's going to fill in the other flower. If you want this branch of flower buds at the bottom, it is also open for you to ink blend into. I don't really want those on this card, so I will be skipping that. And we're just going to take and do the smaller flowers. We're going to do the smaller ones, plus it's going to do them. I think it's going to do the, no, it's going to do the outer edge of this one. It'll fill in here, it will fill in here. And at this point, we are going to go to picked raspberry. So here is the picked raspberry. Ah, come on fingers. I was perfectly calm before I started this video. I don't know why I'm kind of like a little nervous now. I guess because I want so badly to always put my best foot forward with you guys. And I feel like anything less than that is a disservice to you, the viewer. So, and frustrating. You know, it's frustrating. So there we go. Now, what I'm going to do ever so gently, where I first did those flowers, and there may be some ink on top of the gold. In fact, I know there is, because it just looks a little dull. I'm going to wipe that up, just to make just a light buff. There we go. So far, so good. That was stencil number 2. And I'll have to come back to it because the middle part of the banner is on here. But that'll be here in a minute. And then on that first layer, you may have noticed where the shadow would be is what that one will do. So, lay that there. Let's get stencil number 3. And it's going to do the bottom leaves right down here, okay? It's also going to do, I thought at first that these were leaves, but I think instead they are flower buds fixing to come out and bloom. So I've got to line those up on one side, line them up on the other side, and am I good on both? I sure don't want to go outside the lines of the embossing. I want my color contained within. Okay. So I've got that there. And I'll reposition to get the leaves that are open down here. But for right now, we're going to go in with the picked raspberry. Lay that in. The middle of that flower. See, this is all still really new to me too. Let me tell you something, guys. It's on clearance. It is on clearance. It's an amazing deal. So the stencil set is now $8. It came down from $19.95. to $8. Is that not awesome? It is tremendous. Okay, let me get these leaves lined up down here. The stamp set is also on clearance. It came down from $24.95 to $15. Y'all, that's a huge stamp set. It's huge. You saw it. The dies were also $24.95, and they are $9. All those dies that I showed you at the beginning of the video, $9. I'm looking over here on my left-hand side to make sure that those are lined up. And I am going to bring in my Twisted Citron for my light leaves. Do you see my brush here? Do you see how it doesn't look totally smooth? I left it that way. You don't have to wash out your brushes every time you use them. And, you know, I mean, I used to. I don't anymore. But when it starts kind of building up, that's how the brush head is going to look. Go ahead and rinse them out. Just go ahead and do yourself a favor and rinse them out. See that? It's not really supposed to look like that, but I think I'm going to get away with it. I think I will. Okay. I'm going to pick this up. You probably don't have to be as fastidious with this as what I am being, but yeah. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now I'm going to two-tone my leaves, okay? I am going to two-tone them. Oh, that looks so good. So I'm going to go, I was over here. I probably shouldn't have picked that up, but that's okay. I can get it right back where it was. And I'm going to put away my Twisted Citron. And I'm going to bring in my mowed lawn. I need to get rid of that. And I have 3 of these Honeybee number 5 brushes. I need to get more. I need more color families. You can tell this one has been a peach and a pink. And I did rub it off so that there was no other color involved. Now, I'm just going to swipe up kind of through the middle. That way there, I am getting the darkest green on the base of the leaves for the most part. And then, if the leaves are fairly big, I can kind of swoop that out a little bit and up into some of the larger leaves, but leaving some of that Twisted Citron. And so that's how that's looking. And we're going to line this back up over here, and I'm going to do the same thing again. Okay. I've got a wedding card I need to make, and I have a couple of Mother's Day cards I've got to get made too. Actually, I have 3. I have 3 to make, so I'm double checking before I go in. And so, as you can tell, I'm just swiping down the middle as though I was trying to color in that stem. And I'm not being too fastidious, but I am being mindful. So there we go. That's kind of a big leaf right there. I think I want a little bit more shading. And I think that's probably good. So let's see how that looks. Awesome. I hope it's looking good to you guys too. All right, last stencil. And this is going to be for just the upper leaves. And I love how they separated this. I would like to redo this in a teal with a light and dark teal for the leaves. I think that would be really pretty. And of course, I'm not going to lie. I think teal is currently my favorite color. I don't know about you guys, but I don't have a favorite for all time. My favorites will change periodically. I think a lot of us do that, and it's okay. It's okay if we do that. It used to be purple, and it's not anymore. That's okay. And then I've got some leaves right up here. I want to make sure I don't forget those. And is there anything? Yes, there's a teeny tiny area right there where there's a little bud fixing to explode. And I'm going to put some green right there. And I may just leave it the light green. May do. Okay, so we've got this. Got that. And pick this up. I'm going to do the left-hand side. Look and see where I'm at here. So we've had a little bit of rain today, and we're going to have more tomorrow, and I think more the next. I think it's supposed to rain for class Saturday, but that's okay. There's a covered carport at the entrance, so if they need to, they know they can use it. Not a problem. Okay. Got that in there. And now I can bring in my mowed lawn again. Make sure I use the right brush. Okay. And same. I'm just doing the same colors all the way. Kind of dabbing that in there. And I'm looking at the size of my leaves to see how much shading is getting on them or not. Okay. I think that side is probably okay. There we go. Now we just have this side to do here. Okay. Okay. This is one of the easiest stencils I've ever used. I've had some stencils that were little boogers, but you know, if you love stencils, you love stencils, and you don't care if some of them are a little fiddly, or I don't, you know, when the results are worth it. Get that just a little darker. Alright, and I'm trying to be careful to make sure I don't have like any sharp lines in the shading and that it's all pretty smooth. So, I am good there. I am good. So let's put all this away. Put my dirty stencils away. And we are going to get ready to put all this back in the Misti. So I'm going to put all this back in the Misti. I'm going to have to clean my stamp that has the Versamark on it. Okay, there we go. Nice and clean. Let me get my little chamois here. I still have the original Gina K Tidy Towel, and I love it so much. It is holding up like a champ. I'm very impressed with it. I bought the new one, the thicker one, and probably a couple of weeks ago, I noticed it was shedding a little bit. And I threw it away because I thought, no, I can't do that. So let's put this back in here ever so quickly. I can always fine tune it later. I just want to make sure my stamp is protected for now. And while I've got this out, just in case I got any embossing powder on my mat, I'm going to wipe that off. Okay. Now, I'm going to bring this back in here. I'm going to put it up in the top corner to make sure that you're seeing everything, because I'm not good about checking to make sure I'm in camera anymore like I did when I very first started out making videos. Okay, so there we go. Now, I am going to use in the middle To a Lifetime of Love and Happiness. So let me attempt. Now this is kind of a little ways away from my eyeballs. And how far down do I want that? Do I want that a little further down? I think I might do. Alright, I'm going to have to get out my pencil eraser. Oh, if I can find it. There it is. Because every time I touch it, I get a hold of it. And I do want that down a little further. Let's sketch this up on this side. That's kind of looking straight, but I'm awfully close to the leaves here, so I'm not really centered. I'll scooch that over a little more. About like so. I'm still looking. Am I down too far? I may want to scooch that back up a little, because I'm being mindful that banner is going to be down here and it's not going to be huge. but I don't want them to look like they're just crowded together. Now I'm looking at where my lines are running. It's perfectly straight under love and. I think that's going to be okay. At this point, I probably don't have much of any anti-static powder here. So we're going to tap that in just for insurance. And we're going to go once again with the Versamark onto the stamp. And I'll give a little bit more pressure than what I was doing the first time. That could have been part of my issue too, is that I just wasn't pressing in well enough. Because this is also going to be gold heat embossed. And that's looking pretty good. I don't think I'll need to do that again. That looks pretty good. Okay. All right. So far, so good. And it's looking like it's pretty clear. Pretty clear. I don't see a letter that doesn't look like it got enough ink. So let's try this again. Come here. Let's get that all pretty and golden. I do have little bits of... Oh, guys. It's sticking to where I've already embossed. Oh my goodness. I'm over here to the side. Like what it did is it's holding on to where I previously embossed. I've never had one do that before. Oh heavens. Of course I have to do that on video. You know I do. Why not? Alright, I am looking for this brush again. I'm looking because I've still got some right in here that was holding on to the previous emboss. I've never had one do that. Isn't that funny? You know, I really wish, see where it's real dark right there around the edges? That's embossing powder. See that? See how I'm moving that off of there? Oh my heavens. As long as I don't spin on it, guys, while I'm trying to blow it, it's all good. Oh, heavens. A little shy on that L there. I might have hit it. I don't know. All right, I'm checking. Oh, see, I still got a fine dusting right over here. Well, you know what they say about the best laid plans of mice and men, and this little mice here always having issues. So now let me see. I can go by feel sometimes better than I can go by eyesight. I think we're pretty good. Hallelujah, hooray, thank you, God. Oh, that's all right. You know, if everything was perfectly easy and came out 100% perfect all the time, we wouldn't know how to handle it when we did get a challenge. So it's all good. Oh, all right. I'm going to try to heat this up. Is that straight? So you can't see it. I'm kind of tilting this up toward me. And the happiness, the love and happiness looks like it's going downhill. Gosh, guys, if I didn't get that in there straight, it's okay. I'm going with it. I've come too far and I've done too much. Oh, goodness. All right, let me see. I'm checking it off screen here to see if I'm hot enough. Not quite. Not quite. I am not good about holding it up underneath There we go. Now maybe you can see it. Maybe you can see it change. I hope so. Well, you could if you were if I was in camera. Heavens. I swear that's crooked. I swear that is. Okay. Is that crooked? I don't know. See, when I look at it on camera, maybe not as much as it looks to me in real life. Oh, goodness gracious, guys. Okay, at this point, I need to go ahead and get the stamp out of my Misti. And I'm just going to go ahead and give it a cursory wiping off my chamois. I'm just going to lay it over here with my other stamps to the side. And I previously stamped and heat embossed the banner. So we're going to put the banner in here. Let me move some of this stuff out of the way. And I want to get out congratulations. There's two congratulations in here. There's this long cursive one, and then there's also this shorter one that will fit perfectly into the banner. I've not used this one yet, so I'm just going to rub my fingers over it a little bit. And see if I can get this on here. Come to mama. Alright, come on. Lay down flat. Oh. Now, without getting my head in the way, I'm looking to see if I'm centered. I don't want to be on the gold embossing. So I need to come up just a little bit right there. I'm not seeing that I'm on the gold embossing on top. Okay. Well, let's see what we get. Raise that up. And I'm going in with my darkest, which is a picked raspberry. And I'm not going to emboss it. We're just going to stamp it. And I didn't do two of these, so if I mess this one up, there we go. Oh, isn't that pretty? That's so pretty. It's so pretty. Okay. This is a Distress Oxide. It is a pigment. It's a hybrid ink. It's dye and pigment. And I'm going to make sure that's dry before I take that out and put the stencil over it for a little bit of ink blending. Just very, very faint ink blending. I'm just going to use my little hair dryer here because it's cool. It's not hot. I don't want to remelt that embossing I just did. Put my finger over it. I'm not seeing anything come up at all. Okay, that's dry. So now I'm going to lower this, and I've got to make my way back to that very first stencil that has the big part of the banner. I'm done stamping, so one more time, I'm going to peel this out. I will find what I did with that. I will find what I did with that. All right. So, let me turn this where y'all can see it. Hopefully my mat's not too powdery and it will hold on to that. We're going to line this up. Yeah, it's just going to do that middle part. Make sure I'm over the embossing. Okay, there we go. And I'm just going to take what's on my brush. I'm not going to ink it up anymore. And I'm just putting a light coating. A very light shading. Really light. Just enough so that you know that it's there. There we go. And then number 2. This is going to do this part and this part, which will be the darkest. And again, I'm going to come in with whatever is left here, just to give that some shading right in there. Again, I don't want it too dark, but I think I want it just a titch darker than that. So let me bring my Modelon back in and get just a little bit more ink. Come on. Okay. Got it. Ooh, be careful. I got my little delicate bits stuck right there. So there we go. And we're going to go one more time. Stencil number 3. We'll do the tails on either side. There we go. There we go. Yep. But I wanted to have time while all of that is on clearance was still in stock. So that I'm going to have to get my Twisted Citron back because I'm almost out. I'm trying to do this one-handed. Not my forte. That's going to be just a little bit darker there, a little bit darker here where it's coming out, and then I'm going to feather it out light again. But a little bit darker right in here. Right in here. There we go. Now let's see what we have. Oh, I think that came out really well. Isn't that cute? Do you like it? Of course, my choice of colors may not be your forte, and that is okay. Use whatever your favorites are. I honestly don't know her favorite colors, the couple that is getting this. I don't, but I think it'll be appreciated nonetheless. And at this point, I'm going to get out my small, I don't have my Hero Arts one ready, but I do have my Stampin' Up! Cut and Emboss ready. Oh, I did. Y'all know I like using my light gray plate because it goes through, it die cuts just fine without fighting you. If you use the white platform that you're supposed to use, you have to stagger your plate so they don't go through. And it is just one of those characteristics. It just is what it is. So I'm looking for my dies. Well, I covered them up with my heat tool because they're right back here. So let me pull this out. As you can tell, I've not used any of these dies yet. And here is the banner die. After the video is over, I'll be getting all these put onto a magnetic sheet and in its proper envelope for safety. And I'm going to get a little piece of mint tape. And then I'm going to tear that in half. Well, it didn't tear in half, did it? Oh, best laid plans. All right, I got to make sure I'm perfectly centered. I would hate to chop off any of that gold embossing. I would hate that. You know what? I don't think I have this turned right. Yeah, it might help if I turn it right. Oh, that lines up so much better. It does. Oh, heavens. Okay, let me get this end sketched over. Guys, I promise you, I was not shaking before I started the video. Okay, did that move? No. Man, that's a tiny, tiny piece. Okay, am I good there? I'm going to double check this on this end, guys. I am so sorry. Bear with me. Just double checking to make sure I'm not cutting off any of that gold embossing. And if I do, it's handmade, not Hallmark, right? So I actually ordered some cardstock from Stampin' Up! The other day. A lot of the ladies that come to my classes are Stampin' Up! Customers. And so I kind of have to balance the brands of cardstock that I use, etc., etc. But I think that did fairly well, don't you? I think that did really well. Now, got this. One thing I'm going to do or not do for the brevity of this video, because I see I'm already over 45 minutes. Oh my heavens. I am going to pop this up. And I have still got a ton of mini dimensionals as well as the regular ones. So as soon as I find some, oh, I've got some right here. I'm going to pull them out, going to put them on the back and get that popped up. I'm not going to bother putting this on a card front. I will, however, show and tell you what I'm going to use on the inside. So this is a set from Divinity Designs. I think they still have this. It's called Love Scriptures. So they are no longer two but one. I found the one whom my soul loves. Faith, hope, love. The greatest of these is love. May the Lord make your love increase and overflow for each other. God is love, and he who abides in love abides in God, and God in him. And I found the one whom my soul loves on the inside of my card. And if I can remember, I will take a picture of it and post it so that you can see the inside of it as well. Now, this is not perfectly straight because it did warp a little in the heat embossing. That's okay. Let me get out some of these really small ones. And so I'm not going to keep you here to do the inside of the card and all that jazz, okay? I probably should. Probably should just go ahead and not let how much time has gone by bother me. But it does. Guys, I love y'all. Your time is valuable. The fact that you are here with me, I appreciate you so, so much. So, so much. And I hope that if you didn't already know about this set, if you didn't already know that it was on clearance, or even if you already have it, I'm just going to leave them two together. That's fine. That this is a good deal for you. It is May the 1st today. Thursday as I'm filming it. You'll see it on May the 2nd. And June is right around the corner. You will have plenty of time to order this at those wonderful prices. I'm going to reiterate one more time. The stamp set is $15, down from $24.95. The dies are $9, down from $24.95. And the stencil is $8, down from $19.95. So what do you think, guys? Is this good enough for you to see what the card is? I mean, this is the card front. And all of that beautiful shimmer. All the soft colors of spring. Isn't that awesome? But this is good for summer too. Who am I kidding? This is great. I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I hope you've learned something. I will have links below the video linking you directly to those products at Honeybee. And let me be transparent. I am not an affiliate with any of the stamping companies, and I do not plan to be an affiliate with any of the stamping companies. The links that you are going to click on below my video will be links for Wendy Cranford, who is an affiliate with Honeybee. She is on the design team for Honeybee. Love, love, love her stuff. And why can I not use her links to help support her? And if y'all don't mind supporting her, I would appreciate that so very much. Until we meet again, guys, y'all be safe, be blessed. Know you are loved. God is good all the time. Bye.